like that is our final practice session done and run for our silver class elite. So sit back, relax, grab yourself something to eat and drink. Our opening ceremony is about to get underway very, very shortly. We'll be back very soon with Steve on the other end of the microphone, giving us his best update of today's events. Don't forget, if you are looking for photos with Steve later on and autographs, no, guys, all you guys on the that are sitting on the fence, you're going to have to hop off the fence, please.
Sorry. Oh,
Just 1, 2. 1-2.
Well, we will be getting the official ceremony underway very shortly. But just a general announcement, the canteen will be closed while the opening ceremony is being held, so I'm sure the ladies and all the staff in the canteen wouldn't mind a break as well, so they'll be back in action very, very soon. Well, it is a very good afternoon, race fans. Welcome. We've welcomed you many times to the Narang BMX Club, but not recently for a 2021 BMX National Championship. We are here, of course, to crown national champions in respective age classes. This afternoon is all about the super class, though. We'll see racing a little bit later on after our official ceremony. But it's great to have you all here in sunny Queensland, and a big thanks to all those that made this event possible, particularly AusCycling and the Narang BMX Club. My name's Steve Petrie and I'll be your MC for this evening, and also commentating throughout the course of the weekend, along with the rest of the crew, Alex Asmus, Pete Seckold and Shane Davies. And you'll hear us, no doubt, plenty of times over the next few days. I'd just like to commence with an acknowledgement of country, and we begin acknowledging the Yambi people, traditional custodians of the land on which we meet, and pay respects to their elders past and present. We also extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here today. And also our sponsors. We can't operate these events without great support from our sponsors. I'd like to acknowledge our sponsors. On behalf of AusCycling, we have Major Events Gold Coast and the Narang BMX Club for their support of the 2021 BMX National Championships. I would also like to acknowledge our partners Santini, Sports Australia, SBS and the Australian Institute of Sport, the AIS. Without further ado, it is time for the National Anthem. It is going to be sung live by Kerry Bray. So please be upstanding for the National Anthem performed by Kerry Bray.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free, with golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts, our beauty rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Keep the applause going. What an excellent rendition of the National Anthem performed by Kerry. Well done, Kerry. Not an easy task, especially a cappella like that. Beautifully done. Thank you. Next up is our Rider's Oath, and we'd like to welcome Taylor Maurice and Brandon Tahiko to read the Rider's Oath.
In the name of all competitors, I promise that we shall take part in the national championships, respecting and abiding by the rules which govern them.
In the true spirit of sportsmanship, the glory of the sport of BMX, and for the honour of our teams, clubs and AusCycling.
Quick one, Brandon, before you go, everyone wants to know you're racing or not? No, good. Unfortunately, Brandon won't be competing due to a crash in practice earlier in the week, but we wish him a speedy recovery, and we look forward to all the action coming up a little bit later on. Next up is the official's oath, and the man that's not no stranger to a microphone, our Chief Commissaire for the weekend, Mr. Gavin Williamson.
In the name of all referees and officials, I promise that we shall officiate in these national championships with complete impartiality, respecting and abiding by the rules which govern them in the true spirit of sportsmanship.
Thank you, Gavin, and thanks for all you and your team's efforts over the course of the next few days to make this event possible. Never thought we'd be talking about national championships a couple of days out from Christmas, but it is what it is in these crazy times we live in, and next week the big fella in the red suit comes, but it's another big fella that's going to come and talk to us now, and that is our AusCycle board member, and that is Mr. Darren Alames. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Darren Alames to say a few words.
Thanks. I'd like to welcome all athletes, officials, volunteers and their supporters here this weekend. I welcome you and thank you all for being here at the Narang BMX Club for the 2021 AusCycling BMX Nationals. A special thanks for Narang Club, especially for Shane and Trent. And thanks to our major, thanks for the major events, Gold Coast, Sport Australia, AIS, and once again the Narang BMX Club. After a long and torturous year and a half, AusCycling has completed state titles in every Australian state, and now we have the riders here from the ages of 2 to 75 in our national titles. Anyway, enough of me talking. As Deputy Chair of AusCycling, let's make this year's event as one we all remember for years to come, as a grounding for the 26th BMX Worlds and the 2032 Olympics. So thank you all for coming, and we'll no doubt talk this weekend.
Thanks, Darren, and also just on that, great to be here. I mean, what sort of work can you give us an insight as to what happened behind the scenes of decision making? Maybe just give members a bit of a, must have been a tough call to go, yep, we're going to do it. The Queensland borders only opened a few days ago, as we know, so just give us a bit of an insight on how that played out.
About probably 9 weeks ago now, involved in another team's meeting, and we had the conversation whether it's going to be a go or no go this weekend, and there was a heated discussion in the end. Kip, amongst other people, we decided, yep, we'll go ahead. We've done the ring on New Year's before, so we'll go for the week before Christmas. So even from South Australia, basically 10 days ago, we were locked out, but Anastasia let us in. So yeah, it's been interesting and challenging.
Yeah, absolutely. And just for those that, a bit like myself, wasn't familiar with what's happening next year, where do we go for next year's Nationals? I know we're only 10 days out from the start of 2022, so where do we go from here?
I believe that we're I'll stand corrected on this, but I believe we're off to Tasmania. So I'm not sure on time of year.
I won't keep you any longer, Darren. We've got some racing to get into, but ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause from AusCycling, Darren Alames. I'd like to call up now the president of the Narang BMX Club, a man who knows how to say a few words, Mr. Trent Asmus. Trent, we've had many conversations about this place and the work that goes in, and you've steered the ship for a lot of years that I've been involved, and it's great to see this event running here. But what makes this place so special when it comes to big events?
Yeah, okay, wow, the Gold Coast, great facility, a lot of hard work behind the scenes. There's a lot of good people involved in the club that no one would really see working, so without those people there doing the hard work, we wouldn't be able to have what we have. The facility is here because of the support of our local council, Peter Young, and also Megan Scanlon as Minister for Gavin, so we really appreciate the ongoing support of those two. Also, the fact that AusCycle put the event on, we're very grateful that they were willing to work with us. I'd just like to say a massive thank you to Kip and Emma for the hard work that's gone in behind the scenes and the very willingness to engage with us as a club to put this event on. I think it's going to be up there as one of the best that we've had. So the Gold Coast is the reason why the club is so good. Good people and good support from our council and state government. So I'd like to thank those guys.
Very well said. Now, I know you've got a lot, and you're not getting away that easy. I know you've got a cast of thousands in your crew that are racing here this weekend, but I'm going to put you on the spot. Who's your tip for what we're racing this evening, Superclass men and women? Who's your tip for the Superclass men and likewise the Superclass women?
Okay, yeah, lost boys. At the club, we're really fortunate to foster a good relationship where we have a lot of young people coming through and a lot of really experienced, high-quality riders as well. So I'm going to take, obviously, 2 roughies in this, and the first one, our club member of Isaac Kennedy for the Superclass men, and I'm going to go for Erin Lockwood in the Superclass, or Taylor Maurice in the Superclass women. I think we've got a stacked field. Everyone knows when the gate drops, it's anyone's race, but I'll go for Isaac and either Taylor or Erin to take it out today. 3 local club legends.
Hard to disagree, but I don't know about calling Isaac Kennedy a roughie, but anyway, we'll let you pass on that one. Well, folks, that concludes the formalities of the opening ceremony here for 2021 AusCycling National Championships. We're looking forward to some great racing, not only this evening, but coming up tomorrow and into Monday. There'll be 2 massive days, but plenty of live action coming away this evening. So that's all from now. We'll get into the music and the calling real soon. But in the meantime, just sit back, relax, enjoy. Riders will get to staging, and we'll get racing underway real soon. Thank you.
Looks like we've got our junior superclass women getting themselves locked and loaded. We've got 2 gates of these ladies. Then we'll move on to a lot of junior superclass men. 5 gates of them, which means they will have quarterfinals today. And then we move on to 2 nearly full gates of superclass women and 3 very full gates of superclass men. So some great racing action coming your way.
I'm not going to do anything. I got these sheets. Yep, right there, right. Yeah, it's too much to change. It's alright, that's yours, because I'm going to try and turn you up a bit louder. Alright. There you go. Put you back on the ring. Yeah, that'll be the best one. Yeah, now green's on. It'll go down to the, that'll go down to the hut, red gel hut. Yeah, okay. If you go any further, you're going to be stretching front check with the microphone.
Okay, so just that bit of shape. And if it cuts in and out, just get that one stand sort of facing this way. Okay, but it'll be right. I just did that.
Yeah, I'm just looking at resetting the mic.
No dramas from the outset, mate.
I'll be on the track the whole time.
I don't know if you're orange or what. You are orange. Oh, riders to the gate.
All right, so we need all riders heading up to staging so we can get the moto number 1 started. We have our first gate of Superclass women ready to go. So we need all riders heading up to staging. You're going to go with Alicia Nesbitt, Camille Jones, Brooke Smith, Charlotte Guy and Eva Cross for our first gate of Junior Superclass women. So these lovely ladies aged between 14 and 16. All right, out they go. So Junior Superclass women, let's see, got the whole shot. Charlotte Guy got a great start, but it looks like it's going to be the 555 of Camille Jones. She'll go through first. Charlotte Guy goes in there for the 2. Then we go back to Alicia Nesbitt taking the number 3. So Charlotte Guy challenging on the inside. Oh, look at her go. Great straight from Charlie. She's going to take the lead now as she comes along 3rd straight. So that's Charlotte Guy, Camille Jones, Alicia Nesbitt. They're your top 3. Then we go back in there for 4. That is going to be Brooke Smith. But as they head towards home, Charlotte Guy, local rider, she will take a nice win for her first moto. Camille Jones goes in there for 2. Then we go back to Alicia Nesbitt, Brooke Smith and Eva Cross rounding out your field. So great way to start racing here today. First day of racing at the Australian titles here at Nerang. Great riding, girls.
So I said you had one was bugging.
I don't want a friggin' radio.
Rightio, second rack of Junior Superclass women out and about. Viola Kurz, Morris Tay Rufus, Emily McGregor, Mia Webster and Lauren Winter. And it looks like it's going to be Rufus, the rider in charge at the moment as they charge up through this second straight here at the Nerang BMX Club. She's going to lead them into turn number 2 now. So it's all I tell you, Rufus should be a race leader. Another rider about 3 or 4 lengths back at the moment. Might be the 31, I think, on the plate there. Violet Kurz Morris, she's in that 2. And then we'll go back to Mia Webster in the 3. They swinging around, headed for home. It's going to be Rufus in the radio colours. She's got it all wrapped up with Violet Kurz Morris 2, Mia Webster 3.
All right, we go on to Jacob Moore, Ian Orr, Josh Jolly, Josh Swiatek, Samuel O'Grady, Bart Stefan and Benjamin Hendricks for your first gate of Junior Superclass men.
So we need to call the riders across the gate before they drop the gate. So we're going to intro the riders every time they're on the track.
First gate of 5 in Junior Superclass. The Aussie sleeve gets the best start. I think that's it's going to be the rider on the inside, the 44. That's going to be Ian Orr, followed by Josh Jolly in the Aussie sleeve there. We go back to the 97, it looks like, of Josh Swiatek in there for the 3 at this stage as they swing their way towards 3rd. It's anyone's race still as they head towards home, although Ian Orr gets a nice bit of a lead as he heads towards final straight. Josh Jolly not too far off the chase. Swiatek in there for the 3. Oh, here comes Jolly for the challenge, but I think it's going to be Orr just taking it away from Jolly. Then we go back to Swiatek, who took the 3.
Right, our next rack of Superclass men up there, Aidan Smith, Noah Elton, Jai Copeland, Matt Winter, Thomas Tucker, Billy Smith, Jarrah Robert. Right. Did it. Rightio, gates away with our junior super class men. Getting the best of starts here. Your World 1 on the plate. Tom Tucker to World 3. Elton goes with him now as they swing around first turn. Slotting in that 3 spot. Back in the 4. I think it is Copeland at the moment, but it's all Tucker there as they swing it around turn number 2 now. Up through the 3rd straight they go. Down through the rhythm section. It's all Tucker at the moment. Jumps the canyon. Leads the charge into the final turn. Still Elton in that 2. The 3 is going to be your 44 bike there. Your 445 there of Copeland. It's a ding-dong battle for your miners there, but Tucker gets it over Elton for your 2.
Third gate of junior superclass men, Flynn Sweeney, Callum Howarth, Jackson Elliott, Harley Codd, Nathan Granatelli, Brock De Silva and Fletcher Young. Gate drops 2 Narang riders in there for 1 and 2. They're going to be strong in this one. It's Sweeney and Howarth. Looks like Sweeney gets that pull there. He's going to go in there for 1. In there for 2, that is Howarth. Then we go back to Nathan Granatelli sitting in the number 3 spot. Don't forget we've also got Elliott, Codd, De Silva and Young battling it out there in our third gate of superclass men, but it's all Sweeney looking like he's going to be strong enough to take this one home. Howarth not too far off his back tyre, and still in there for 3 is Granatelli, but it's going to be the 2 Narang boys battling it out for 1 and 2. Sweeney will take the win. Howarth close in there for 2. Granatelli takes 3.
Right, yeah, your 4th rack of junior superclass men. Sorry, your 5th rack of junior superclass men there up on the gate. Lachlan Hines, Caitlin Harris, Tariq Carla, Lincoln Botfield, Kit Williams and Tyler Smith. Right, yeah, gates away. Right around the middle there in SE colours look to be Tariq Carla. He got off to a cracking start. He's going to lead him around turn number 1 as they head into the 2nd straight now. It's all Carla at the moment, 62 on the back of the jersey in the SE racing colours. Leads around turn number 2 into the 3rd straight we come. So still Carla is your race leader. In the 2 there, looks like we've got your 9-4 bike followed by Botfield in your 3. Your 94, that is Harris in the 2 spot there, but it's all Tariq the Freak at the moment. He grabs a comfortable win there with Harris in there for 2. Lincoln Botfield 3.
Final gate of superclass men, we have Zach Stopper, Marcus Walker, Lachlan Wolford, Tyler Julian, Jay Lander and Flynn Wilder Coombs. Expecting a great start from Zach Stopper from lane 1. Let's see if he can hold on to that hole shot though. He's got the Wolford though. Wolford gets it. Stopper goes tight and he gets the lead back. So it's Stopper, Argy Bargy in this corner. They all keep upright though. So Stopper got the best of it. Wolford slots in there for 2. It was a great first straight from him. So Stopper, Wolford there, you won 2. The rider back there in 3. That's going to be the 2N by the look of it of 2V maybe of Walker. So a great ride though. Stopper takes a very strong win. Wolford goes in there for 2 and Marcus Walker will take 3.
Okay, move on to your first moto of your superclass women. Thanks to AusCycling. Taylor Maurice, Saya Sakaki-Burra, Gemma Lee Thomas, Isabella Schramm, Ashley Gunn, Celeste Barr, Kiana Botfield. Gates away. Say had a vacant gate next to her. She's taken that to an advantage. She's going to lead the charge down through this first straight. So it's Say, the race leader at the moment. Isabella Schramm, the young gun in there for 2. Maurice slots into the 3 spot. That's going to be Gemma Lee Thomas in the 4 at the moment. But that's all Saya now into the 3rd straight we come. Still Isabella Schramm in the Chris Brothers racing colours in that 2 spot there. Maurice on that Pink Truth Tears in the 3. Then we still got Gemma Lee Thomas in the 4 to 246 bike. Back in the 5 there, that is Celeste Barr, but it's all Saya Sakaki-Burra. She gets the job done with Isabella Schramm for your 2. Taylor Maurice 3, Gemma Lee Thomas for your 4.
Oh yes, we move on to Superclass Women Gate 2. Erin Lockwood, Talia Marsh, Desiree Barnes, Sienna Powell, Bella May, Stella Begg and Georgia Potter. All right, so Erin Lockwood from the Narang Club on the inside lane there. Let's see if she can get that whole shot. Desiree Barnes going with her, but the rider on the in the centre, the 66, got a good one. That was Pal, but Erin's come out in the whole shot with Pal and Barnes battling it out there for 2 and 3. Let's see who gets the best of this corner. Both of them jumping. Oh, Pal. Nice attempt at a corner there, but Erin's still got the speed coming out. Pal battling on the inside or the outside, and here comes Barnes for a piece of the action. It's action aplenty in the Supercars women. Oh, Pal gets sliced and diced to Erin Lockwood. She'll take the win. Desiree Barnes for 2. I think Pal's going to have to settle for 4 behind the rider in there for 3.
Rightio, we move on to our Superclass men action thanks to Thriller, Bodie Turner, Joshua McDermott, Connor West, Wade Turner, Isaac Kennedy, Oliver Moran, Marcus Wigg and Dylan Bennett. Gates away, looking to start from Kennedy in the Stay Strong colours. Also the rider at 747 there, Turner just jumps the backside of the triple, but gets it all back together, so it's going to be Kennedy race leader. Turner's in there for 2. That looks like Moran in there for 3. Southwell and Bennett's having a ding-dong battle for your 4 spot there. We just lost Moran, so it's still going to be Kennedy. Here's your race leader, dribbles into the final turn there. So Kennedy the race leader, number 2, Aidan Turner on the 747 bike, but Kennedy gets the job done. Turner will take the 2. I think that might have been your red line right there. Bennett's for 3.
All right, we move on to your second game of Superclass men, brought to you by Thriller. We're going to have Kyle Hill, Tyson Cobby, Dane Van Laren, Kaya Fu, Austin McNair, Adam Carey, Max Cairns and Matt Krzyzewskis. All right, so 3 full gates into a semi-finals for our Superclass later on, which is going to be great to see the rider in there for 3. That's going to be Kyle Hill, followed by Krzyzewskis for your 1-2. We go back to the 4.62 of Max Cairns in there for the 3, all making it, most of them making it well over the pro straight, but it's all Kyle Hill looking very strong. Krzyzewskis in there for the 2 there. Got a bit of a lead on the rest of the field. Cairns is battling it out there. Looks like the rider coming up on his inside is going to be Austin McNair, I believe it. Oh, Kaya Fu, sorry. But a great ride from Kyle Hill, Krzyzewskis, and then we go back to Max Cairns for 3.
Right, yeah, another rack of Superclass men thanks to Thriller up on the gate. Trent Asmus, Rory Southwell, Alex the King Cameron, Aston Whippich-Coles, Jesse Asmus, Matthew Tidswell, Damon Hocking and Harry Phillips. Gates away with another rack of Superclass men getting off to a flyer up through the middle there is AWC on the outside on that GT machine. That's going to be a 510 bike. I think we might have lost one there. I think Tidswell is in that 2. In the 3 in the Chris Brothers Racing colours. I think that might be Asmus in the new colours there and the new gear. King Cameron's gone down. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Alex the King Cameron, but your race leader at the moment is Aston Whippich-Coles. Tidswell is in that 2 spot there, but AWC gets the job done. Tidswell will take the 2. Asmus for your 3.
All right. Right, so that was a great first moto.
Yeah, ladies.
that. And,
Well, let's look. I think the favourite for me for junior superclass women would have to be Taya Rufus.
I'd probably agree with you there, Alex. What about junior superclass men?
That's a tricky one, isn't it? It's hard to remember them all. There's so many. They just kept coming, the 5 motos. Well, Thomas Tucker's certainly going to be one to watch, but crowd favourite, I believe, from the Nerang track will be Flynn Sweeney, as well as Callum Howarth, both from the Nerang club.
Yeah, you'd have to throw Stopper in the mix there as well.
Oh,
He'll be there. He's a little bulldog.
And then we've got some big platers there with Josh Jolly. We've got Noah Elton. So it's going to be a really, really good race, like some really big names, and they don't often get to race in the combined age class like this. So Thomas Tucker, Flynn Sweeney and Callum Howarth, they're at the top end of junior superclass. And then those other riders I mentioned are just in the younger ages. So it's very interesting because it's probably the first time they've really got to all race each other like this.
Then we'll move on to our superclass women. What are you thinking there, Alex?
Well, Saya's going to be very hard to beat. But as Trent said earlier, there are a few strong representatives from Nerang in the likes of Taylor Maurice and Erin Lockwood. So it would be great to see those girls do well, but our Olympian is going to be very hard to beat, I think.
I think you're right there. Also, Sienna Powell, like for a young lady, she'll really keep all the other riders honest in this one.
Yeah, well, Sienna Powell and also Isabella Schramm, both, and Bella May also. There's 3 riders there who are only 16 and are racing in the superclass women. So great effort from them, and they both were right up there in the mix. And then the big show, the superclass men.
Oh, the superclass men, you'd have to think maybe Isaac Kennedy's first straight in that first moto looked sensational, but just it is BMX racing, anything can happen, and it's just a massive field of quality riders. So
it is. It's going to be very exciting to see what comes out from that one. But yeah, Isaac Kennedy looking very, very strong in his first moto. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens. It'll be a top 8, could actually be anyone's game. So let's see what happens. So we will be moving on to moto number 2. So go through all that again, and then moto 3, and then we will have quarterfinals for our junior superclass men, and then we move on to semis for both of the men's age classes. So some great racing action coming your way. And then of course the top 8 in each age group will finish off today's racing with a final, which I'm sure will be amazing. What a great year, got a great way to finish this year of racing.
And of course a lot of these riders in the superclass men and the superclass women will back up on Monday to race elite.
Yeah, or age, isn't it, in there? The junior superclasses will come back for their age, yeah.
Yeah, correct. The junior superclass, they'll come back and race their ages. Yeah, your superclass will be back to be racing elite on Monday. So a big day here on Monday.
Yeah, or junior elite. Don't forget junior elite. I actually feel I've got, a feel for the junior elites because they haven't had a chance to have a go at junior elite. Especially the top end of junior elite, pretty much missed their whole junior elite career due to COVID, so they get one race before they head on to the big guys in elite next year. So it is good to see that they will have one race. So junior elite will be 17 and 18-year-olds, and then elite is 19 plus.
Yeah, lovely time of the day here up at sunny Gold Coast. Just a light breeze now, sun setting. Lights are on here at the track. Some of the lights are on here at the track. Of course, the temperature's dropped quite a bit, and it's a very comfortable temperature now for the riders throughout the day through practice. Quite warm, but I'm sure riders are adapting to these conditions much better than practice throughout the day.
Yeah, it'll be a hot day Monday. I think tomorrow as well, but I think I saw Monday is supposed to be a few degrees hotter than what today was, and the racing will be during the day. So just a reminder to all riders and spectators to stay hydrated, stay in the shade, slip, slop, slap. Don't forget to head on over to the canteen. They've got a lot of nice cold drinks to help you out with the hydration, as well as some great food. So yes, a big thank you to the Nerang BMX Club for holding this event It is a huge job, as any volunteers and club committee members know, to prepare for an event of any size, but particularly one with this many riders. So well done to all of the Nerang committee members and volunteers.
Please for Moto 2.
Are you going down, Steve? Moto 3 and 3. Okay, yeah, great. Are you going down? Are you going down? I just asked you if I was coming down. Did you need one of us down there? Stay down there.
Oh, he's given us 4.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Where's your folder?
I don't know.
To do some interviews. So what are you saying? Hold
Is it us to wait I'm all just after this motor, going around interviewing the crew. That one was a bit of a... Yeah. Is Abe's going to have a camera ready to go live stream? That's where you can put that live. With the camera? Yeah. But that's going to have to pick up whatever. Okay, roll forward. Away, Alex. When you get down there. It's waiting down here for you.
All right, so we're moving on to our second moto, Junior Superclass Women. So we're going to go with Mia Webster. We've got Camille Jones, Eva Cross, Alicia Nesbitt and Emily McGregor. So 2 riders from Cairns in the centre. All right, off they go. Camille Jones had a great start. There she goes. Nice bit of airtime too. So Camille Jones is going to get the whole shot there. Oh, the 26 though takes a nice tight corner. Oh, very good work. The 26 and then the one of these zone jerseys there slots in there for 2. So that's the 26 of Mia Webster, who had a very nice corner there and made it stick. Relegating Camille Jones back in there for the 3. But here comes a challenger on the outside. It might be one of our Cairns riders. That's the 61 of Alicia Nesbitt wearing the Queensland country jersey there. Nice battle between these 2 ladies, but it's going to be a great ride. Mia Webster, great first corner, gave her the win. Alicia Nesbitt, one of the Cairns riders, took the 2, and then we had Camille Jones. So as you can see, anything can happen in BMX. Even though Camille Jones got to the first corner, the race wasn't over. And Mia Webster just gave a great battle in that first corner and continued for the rest of the lap. Well done.
Okay, let's move on to second racket Junior Superclass Women. Your 2As, Taya Rufus, your 155, that's Brooke Smith. Your 53 is Charlotte Guy. The 31 bike is Violet Kurz-Morris, and the 96 machine is Lauren Winter. Rightio, gates away, and who's going to get Rufus when she gets the inside gate? with her first straight. Wouldn't matter if she had the outside gate, but it's Taya Rufus. She'll be a race leader at the moment, your factory 47 colours. That looks to be Charlotte Guy in the 2. I'll pick up the third rider a little bit later on as I head back up through the third straight, but it's going to be Brooke Smith holding out your 4 spot at the moment. It's Paul Rufus with Guy in there for 2. Then we'll go back. It's going to be Viola Kurz-Morris in that 3. So swinging around, headed for home. Look at the pressure that young Charlotte Guy is putting on Rufus as they head towards the finishing stripe. From here, I'm going to leave that one to the transponders. It was very tight between Taya Rufus and your factory 47 rider there of Charlotte Guy. Crossing the stripe for the 3 was Violet Kurz-Morris, and Brooke Smith took the 4.
All right, we're moving now to our first gate of 5 of our junior superclass men. We are going to have Billy Smith, Tyler Smith, Bart Steffen, Flynn Wilder-Coombs, Brock De Silva, Joshua Jolly and Tyler Julian. So only 2 local riders in this one, so they're not as familiar to us commentators here from southeast Queensland, but I do recognise that Aussie sleeve of Jolly, but he's going to take the 2 away from one of our locals. The Toowoomba rider of Stefan is in the lead at the moment. Josh Jolly with the Aussie sleeve in there for the 1. The Aussie sleeve meaning that he is the current Australian champion for his particular age group, but it is still Stefan Jolly. He'll go in there for the 2. Then we go back to the 139, I think that might have been, of Tyler Julian, but a great ride from Stefan. What a strong start he had, and Jolly in there for 2, then Julian. So as I said earlier, 3 age groups are represented here, so it is hard to tell which age group they're from if you don't know them, but there's probably a range of 14, 15s and 16s, but that was a great ride from Bart Steffen from Toowoomba.
Right, yeah, another rack of junior superclass men up on the gate at Robert, Callum Howarth, Kaylin Harris, Marcus Walker, Samuel O'Grady and Ian Orr. Rightio, away goes the gate. Look at Howarth, crack and snap there, first straight. The 44 bike's going to come across, might slot in that 2, that'll be Orr, I think, so it's Howarth, your race leader. Orr moves into that 2 spot. Then we've got a ding-dong battle for your 3-4 at the moment. We'll pick that one up as they come through the third straight, but lighten up to the third straight at the moment. That's Callum Howarth. He's well in control of this one, or still in the 2. The 2A on the plate will slot in that 3. That is Samuel O'Grady, but Callum Howarth gets the job done quite comfortably. It was tight for 2-3 in the end. It was between Orr and O'Grady.
Our third gate of your superclass men, junior, we are going to see Kit Williams, Matthew Winter, Jai Copland, Fletcher Young, Flynn Sweeney, Zach Stopper and Josh Swiatek. So I expect to see a strong ride from Flynn Sweeney there. I think he's going to get the whole shot. He's one of the 16-year-olds. In there for 2 is going to be the 97 of Josh Swiatek, one of the interstate riders, but it's Sweeney from Narang doing a nice job in there for the number 1. Swiatek is in there for the 2. Looks like Stopper's sitting in the 4 spot, so I'll catch the number of the rider in there for 3. That's going to be the 445 of Copland, but it's all going to be Sweeney. Sweeney will take a very nice win for his second moto. Then we go back to Swiatek, Copland and Stopper. So Flynn Sweeney in the 16 years age category. So he's going to be very strong. Also his home track. So he's going to be one to watch out for in quarters, semis and hopefully final.
Yeah, that's right, Alex. Flynn Sweeney, one to watch. Okay, let's move on to another rack of junior superclass men. Thomas Tucker, Jackson Elliott, Lachlan Hines, Lachlan Wolford, Hayden Smith and Jacob Moore. Rightio, gates away. The rider out of the inside gate. That'll be Tucker. Gets off to a cracking start. And the BMX edge colours there. Oh, Wolford just got a little bit untidy. You could hear the woos of the crowd at the end of the first straight there. But he got away with that one. But Tucker is your race leader at the moment. He's going to lead us down through this third straight here in the 2. That'll be Wolford. Third place rider at the moment with 51 on the plate. That is Jacob Moore in the pure factory team colours. But getting the job done is Thomas Tucker and Wolford and Moore. They go 2-3. Alex Wolford just had a little bit of scary moment there on the backside of the triple, but
yes, I heard the sound as well. He's certainly one to watch. He's been an up and coming for a little while now. All right, we move on to our fifth gate, our final gate of Superclass Junior. Tariq Kala, Benjamin Hendricks, Jay Lander, Nathan Granatelli, Lincoln Botfield, Harley Codd and Noah Elton. All right, I expect a strong start from lane 8 from Elton. He gets a great start, but he's got a rider on his inside. That's the 80 and the 62 of Colour in there as well. So it's the 80 of Jay Lander. Oh, riders coming off of plenty. It's just the 2 front runners left out there. Great to see the riders. Most of them seem to be picking themselves back up, dusting off, ready for the next moto, but it's going to be the 80 and the 62. The only ones that made it through, that is Lander and Tyreek. The freak, I heard Peter calling him earlier. He certainly is. I remember seeing him at different national events over the years as he's grown up. But great ride there. Great to see our riders getting up. But definitely Jay Lander and Tyreek having a great finish as our other riders just get help from the track from our 1300 medics. So Peter, it's something you see a lot, isn't it? As they get bigger, you do see the collisions like that as they're fighting for those all-important places.
Yeah, that's correct. Alex lost 4 there. Hendricks, Granatelli and, 3 riders there. And I think it might have been Elton might have been in there as well. But Jay Lander getting away with that one. Carla just tucked in behind him. I think Botfield and Codd were lucky to miss the carnage there through that second straight. But good to see all these riders getting back up. And please show your appreciation, ladies and gentlemen, as they do so and finish off their laps.
Yeah, so hopefully these boys will be back to ride their Moto 3, but yeah, it's often that tussle for those all-important points. You know, they're wanting to, for a start, they're wanting to make the quarterfinal, but also perhaps get a better lane pick, which may give them more of an advantage as they're heading for that top 4 spot, which is what they'll be aiming for. So yeah, quality riders, you know, the best that Australia has to offer right here at Nerang, and 3 age groups classed together in our junior super class. It means, yeah, a lot of tussle has to happen for these riders to get the results that they'd love to see.
And quite a well-represented race from across the country, that one, Alex. We have people from LMX, Byford, Tuggeranong, Pine Rivers, Castle Hill, just to name a few. So quite well spread across the country in that particular class.
Yeah, it's great to see. Great to see so many interstate and, you know, northern Queenslanders here today for this first day of racing at the Australian titles. You know, it's only going to get better and going to be some great racing to see. Some memorable moments that I'm sure we'll all hold on to. I'm sure you've got plenty of memorable moments from big events over the years, Peter.
Yeah, I have, Alex, but the ones closest to my heart are obviously the ones with your own children. But Isaac Kennedy taking his first skinny digit down there at Shepparton, I believe it was.
Yes.
That was a memorable moment. And
Kyle Hill also going in for 2, so they were both only 19, so they were the youngest in the field.
Right, yeah, we're good to resume racing. AusCycling Super Class Women. Kiana Botfield, Georgia Potter, Bella May, Taylor Maurice, Talia Marsh, Desiree Barnes, Gemma Lee Thomas. Gate is down. Marsh gets off to a cracker. So too, I think, the other rider there. That's going to be your 241 machine picking up the whole shot. So that's going to be Bella May, one of the young guns in the field there. Desiree Barnes in the 2. That looks to be Botfield in there for 3. Your 282 machine in the 4. That is Georgia Potter. They swinging around turn number 2, but it's all Desiree Barnes at the moment, leading the charge down through to 3rd straight. Still in that 2 spot, your 241. Followed by Botfield, 241 of May. Botfield in that 3 spot at the moment, but Desiree Barnes lights up the home straight. She puts a fair bit of real estate between herself and the rest of the pack down through that last straight. So Barnes grabbing that one with Bella May and Kiana Botfield. Desiree Barnes looking strong today, Alex.
She certainly is, but yeah, a couple of young ones, a couple of 16-year-olds doing very well. They're going to be nipping at the heels of the bigger girls, so they're riders to watch for the future as well. All right, we move on to our second gate of Superclass women. We have Ashley Gunn, Isabella Schramm, Sienna Powell, Stella Begg, Erin Lockwood, Celeste Barr and Saya Sakakibara. So Saya Sakakibara coming out of lane 8, and look at her doing it so nicely. She's a beautiful rider to watch, and she's going to take the whole shot. The rider in there for 2 is the 66 of Powell. Then we go back to the 741 of Erin Lockwood. So as we said, Powell just 16 years old in the second spot there, but it's Saya Sakakibara, Sienna Powell, Erin Lockwood. Then we go back to the other crisp rider of Isabella Schramm, sitting in there for the 4 with, I think it might be Stella Begg, rounding out your top 5. But a nice strong ride from our Olympian Saya Sakakibara. Sienna Powell will go in there for 2. Erin Lockwood taking a nice 3. But yeah, very good to see our young riders really mixing it with the girls.
Of course, Saya looking very strong in that class there, Alex. As we move on to our super class men, up on the gate we've got Austin McNair, Matt Kriveskis, Dylan Bennett, Kyle Hill, Connor West, Alex Cameron, Jesse Asmus and Trent Asmus. Gate is away. Kriveskis and Hill look like they get off to a cracking start. It's a ding-dong battle down in the first turn. Kriveskis with inside run. So Kriveskis will grab the whole shot there as they send it up through the pro set. Hill in there for 2. That looked like that might have been Bennett's in there for 3 in the red Klein colours. Then we got one of the Asmus boys slotting in the 4. As they make their way down through the third straight. It's on like Donkey Kong at the moment. Around the final turn we go. Kriveskis still your race leader in the 2. Looks to be Hill. Kriveskis will get the job done. Hill will take the 2. The 3 is Bennett and the 4 is Asmus. Maddie Kay looking quite strong as well, Alex.
Yeah, he always does. Very good rider out there. One of our top in the country, as is Isaac Kennedy, who's heading up this next gate of Superclass men, as well as Harry Phillips, Matthew Tidswell, Tyson Cobby, Oliver Moran, Max Cairns, Rory Southwell and Wade Turner. Currently ranked 7th in the world in elite men, is in lane 1 and he smashed that start. That is Isaac Kennedy. It is the 5:10 going in there for 2. That is going to be Matthew Tidswell. So it's Kennedy and Tidswell jumping very nicely through the pro straight there as they come round into third straight. Kennedy looking very strong and in command of this one. Tidswell in there for the 2. The rider in there for the 3. That's going to be the 4.52 or 6.2 of Max Cairns, also looking really great today. Phillips, I think, is in there for the 4, but it will be a great ride from Kennedy for the win, with Tidswell taking 2, Max Cairns, and then we're back to Phillips, and then Oliver Moran had a crash in the last moto, so great to see Ollie back out there for his second moto.
Alrighty, well, Alex, we'll skip along now to our next moto. Thanks to Thriller of Superclass men. Up on the gate we have Damon Hocking, Kai Fu, Adam Carey, Bodie Turner, Dane Van Lauren, Marcus Wigg, Josh McDermott and Aston Whippich-Coles. Gate snaps back, rider out of the 2 gate, got off to a cracker. That is a Fu, but going with him there is Turner. Turner's going to lead the charge in through the pro threat. Aston Whippich-Coles is in the 2. Then we got a Fu in there for 3. A 4.41 bike getting loose and crazy as we lose one. But the 4.41 are Hocking in the 4 at the moment. Down through the third straight we come. That's Turner now. Here's your race leader. They're swinging around, headed for home. All Bodie Turner at the moment. AWC is in that 2 spot, but Turner will grab the win. Aston Whippich-Coles will take a 2, and a Fu will be your 3 with Hocking for the 4. Aston Whippich-Coles looking very strong on a bike too, Alex.
Yes, he certainly is. He's been around and about the place for a long time. Has got some good results over the years. I still remember Aston Whippish-Coles winning the cruiser at the World Titles in the Netherlands. So he's been a strong performer for a very long time. A lot of these riders have actually, you don't always consider that. You see them out here racing superclass, but you don't realise the years and years that they've actually put into this sport. The ups and downs, I'm sure, that they've had to endure.
Yeah, that's right, Alex. And the 747, he's cleared for takeoff this evening. Beatty Turner, he's looking quick.
Yeah, it's great to see him back. He's always a great character around the track. I know he trained up in Nerang a few years ago. Always a very respectful and well-loved rider. His brother out there as well, I see, Wade.
Wade's competing as well, so it's good to see the Turner boys up here. Quite a good contingent there from down Victoria. So, yeah, very heavy contingent of Victorian riders in through our superclass men and also through our junior superclass ranks.
So yeah, the youngest in the superclass men, I believe, would be 17 or 18. And then yes, we do have some veterans who are quite impressive to see the older riders still mixing it with the young guys. So quite a broad age range. I'd say that would be probably almost a 17 to 18 year age range represented in our superclass men. I'm not sure, Peter, if there are any 17-year-olds in there. But I know there's at least one 18-year-old, a couple of 19-year-olds in the superclass men. They're probably your youngest ones.
AusCycling getting on board those superclass classes today.
All right, so Steve apparently has some giveaways, so listen up and see if it's you.
Yeah, we have some more random winners. Giveaway number 2. One of those is Joey Fuller, Guy Hocking, Blake Tanner, and Kev Ballinger. Those 4 lucky winners. You can claim your prize above the canteen. So that is Joey Fuller, Guy Hocking, Blake Tanner, and Kevin Ballinger. Righto, we are down here in front of the canteen. We've got a bit of a break before the next moto, so we're going to hit and we'll see what they've got to say. So we'll start here in particular order. What's your name, champ? Luke, and what class do you ride in, Luke?
9 boys.
9 boys. You're going to line them up on Sunday?
Yeah.
You are. Give me a few words. Where are you from? What club? Lake Macquarie. And how long did it take you to get here? 7 hours. Did you have to stop at the Queensland border for a long time to come in? Did you think it was your special? Oh, really? That's fair enough. Right, thank you. Track 447, you must be a local, eh? No. Where are you from? Townsville. Well, that's local Queensland, I guess. You must be one of the listeners, are you?
Yeah.
What's your first name?
Brandon.
See, I know things. See, that's what I'm thinking of. Things. Right, what's your name, fella?
Brody.
Brody, and where are you from, Brody?
MacArthur.
MacArthur. I think that's Pete Seckhold's old stomping ground, is that right?
Yeah, I think. I don't know.
That is. Pete Seckhold would have been calling your name, no doubt.
Yeah.
Although he's an honorary Queenslander now, we might have to keep him. We might have to keep him now as a Queenslander. He's well and truly settled here. What class are you in, Brody?
9 boys.
9 boys. And how many riders are in the 9 boys, do you know?
No, not really.
Not really. Don't you do your BMX
34.
34. You're on the money.
Bro, he checks scores every day.
I don't. Thank you. Good luck. What's your name, champ? Where are you from? Penrith. That's a long way to come. Did you feel special coming to Queensland? We've been locked down for a long, long time. You New South Welshmen, just fast and loose. Okay, so how'd you go? How do you find it on the Gold Coast, buddy? You having fun?
Yes.
And are you in the 9 boys too?
No.
You're not? That's a change. What class are you in?
8 to 10 boys in cruiser and 8 boys.
So you're 8, I reckon, because I'm smart, see? You know things when you get older. 8, you're going to be 8 boys. So this is your first time without a orange plate on at Nationals. Is that pretty cool?
Yes.
And who's your favourite pro rider? Who's going to win tonight?
Ollie.
Ollie Moran. You reckon he's going to go all right? I reckon he's going to go good too. So let's fingers crossed for Ollie. Right, we're going to even up the ledger here. We've got a female voice on the mic. We've got a great job up there, Alex Aston commentary. Hey, any more females. So what's your name, sweetie?
Paige.
Paige, and how old are you?
9.
9, all these 9-year-olds. And where are you from?
Canberra.
Canberra. It's not cold down in Canberra at the moment. That's a change, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's always cold in Canberra. So are you from Tuggers or Melbourne?
Melba.
Melbourne. That's one track I haven't been to. Went to Tuggeranong a few times. And how's the competition in Canberra? Do you light them up? You got plenty of fast girls down there?
Not really.
Not really? Harsh. Oh well. And how do you go? You must win then if there's no fast girls.
Yeah.
What about those your next door neighbours from New South Wales? Do you go and race them in their state series and stuff? New South Wales state series?
And so yeah, you won it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I reckon you're sandbagging here. I reckon you're really fast and you're just playing it cool. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. I've seen a few of those before. And who's your favourite rider?
Saya or Ollie.
Saya or Ollie? What about... I think you're a winner there. What about... You reckon Ollie's going to take out the men? He's not going to win, but he's your favourite rider. Who's going to win the men? Who? Who's going to win the men in the super class tonight? Isaac Kennedy. I reckon that's a pretty fair bet. Who else haven't I talked to? Another young lady here. Right, you look a bit older than I am. How old are you?
I'm 15.
You're 15, and what's your name?
Isabel.
Isabel, where are you from?
Hobart, Tassie.
Hobart, Tassie. That's a pretty cool spot. State national titles in your home state next year.
Yeah.
And how many tracks are there in Tassie?
3.
3. Are they all pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah? 15 girls, so you race on Monday. You don't ride cruiser?
I'm riding cruiser as well.
Riding cruiser as well, so that's tomorrow. Cool. And who are the big hitters in the 15, 16 cruiser?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know who I'm
First
best.
national titles, or you've been to a few?
I've never ridden cruiser.
Never ridden cruiser. What about an age? What about in 20 inch?
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't know? I think it'll be, how many national titles have you been to?
3, I think.
3.
Yeah.
This is your third one. Well, that's good. I reckon you'll have a great time. Enjoy the Queensland weather, something you won't experience down in Tassie.
It's too hot. It's too hot.
It is pretty hot. Who else have we got? There's the best woman in BMX. Talk to me down in the mic. What's your name, champ?
Bo.
Bo, how old are you?
12 boys.
12 boys. So let me think. Who's are you one of the big hitters in the 12 boys? Who's the defending champ?
Fraser Vaughan.
Fraser Vaughan. He is too. I should know that, Timmy Morris. Been out of this for a bit long. So Fraser Vaughan's the defending champ.
No.
And Yeah, he's a bit of a. I reckon we need to talk to his dad about what he's been feeding, because that kid has got. He's a man child, isn't he?
Yeah. He's growing.
Yeah, he's a big boy. And you like the track? What do you think about Nerang?
It's awesome.
Awesome. Nice and fast, isn't it? Very flowy track.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. All right. How are we going, Mr. Connors? I've got 1,000 kids down here that want to say something. Right, we got another young lady with a wrist injury. With that wrist injury, are you racing at the moment?
Yes.
You are. What age do you race?
11 girls.
And what's your name?
Georgia.
Georgia. Where are you from?
Lake Macquarie.
Lake Macquarie. So that's a fair way to come. And what do you think of Nerang? Do you like the track?
Yeah.
And you reckon you'll go okay?
Yeah.
How many riders have you got in your age group?
12.
12. So straight to a final. That'll be good fun. And that's on Monday. Do you ride cruiser as well?
No.
No. So straight to racing on Monday. All right. Well, good luck.
Huh?
Where are you from?
Alice Springs.
Alice Springs. Does it ever get below 30 degrees in Alice Springs?
Huh?
Does it ever get below 30 degrees in Alice Springs?
A lot of times.
A lot of time. You save me, Davo. Well, that's been good talking to the future of the sport here at Nerang. We'll have to catch you next time, guys. We're going to head back to Pete and Alex. About to kick off. All the live action coming your way.
All right, so we are going to be moving on to our third moto. Moving on to the third moto of today's racing. We will be starting off with the junior superclass women. Once again, the first moto, the first gate of these ladies is going to be Lauren Winter, Eva Cross, Mia Webster, Violet Kirst-Morris and Camille Jones. So from my memory, I think Camille Jones has been quite strong in this one, but Mia Webster had a great first berm in her second gate. So let's see what happens between these two lovely ladies. So it's Mia has got the lane 6, so she's going to be on the inside of Camille. So be watching to see Camille get a great start, but see if Mia has a go at that corner once again. So all important race for these girls. They'll be looking for the good points to give them a place in the final. So the top 8 will be racing against each other in the next race. So this race is very important for them. So Lauren Winter, Eva Cross, Mia Webster, Violet Kirst-Morris and Camille Jones. So Camille Jones from the outside gets a great start. They all come close together. Camille getting the nice bit of airtime there, but it's another rider all together. The 31 and the 26 go through. That's the 31 of Violet Kirst-Morris. The 26 of Mia Webster slots in there for 2. Then Camille Jones is the rider then in there for 3. And we go back to Eva Cross and Lauren Winter. But Violet Kirst-Morris looking very stylish out there. She looks like she's going to take a very nice win for her third moto. What a great way to finish her lap. Then we go back to Mia Webster and Camille Jones for you. Oh no, Camille Jones, that's going to be the Northern Territory rider of Lauren Winter. Sorry about that, Lauren. So yeah, a bit of a surprising race, that one. So anything can happen with those points. It was Violet Kirst-Morris away from Mia Webster, then back to Lauren Winter.
Yeah, I think that airtime might have cost Camille Jones just a point of a second.
I think you could be right.
Right, now let's move on to our second rack of the junior superclass women. Emily McGregor, Charlotte Guy, Alicia Nesbitt, Taya Rufus and Brooke Smith. Rightio, gates away. Good start there from up through the middle. Looks like it's going to be your 2A on the plate. Swinging around turn number 1 in charge. That is Taya Rufus, your factory 47 rider. Charlie Guy in the 2. Your 4 and 5 spot there nearly coming together through that double there into the second straight. But it's all Taya Rufus at the moment. Leads them up through this third straight now. Charlotte Guy is in that 2 spot. In the 3 at the moment. Looks like got your 61 by, followed by your 155. So that's Nesbitt in there for 3. Then it'll be Smith. Rounding them out is McGregor. But extremely tight as we got down to the line there. So I believe that one of the transponders, that was between Rufus and Guy. Strong finish from Guy. Nesbitt took the 3, Smith the 4, McGregor rounded them out. Alex, I'm hearing we might have a visitor a little bit later on, so we'll chat about that throughout this moto.
All right, moving on to junior superclass men, we're going to go with Brock De Silva, Lincoln Botfield, Lachlan Wolford, Joshua Jolly, Marcus Walker, Jai Copland and Flynn Sweeney. All right, one rider just coming over the gate, which is not good to see, but Sweeney gets a great pop. It looks like Jolly goes with him in there for 2, so it's Sweeney, Jolly. Looks like Wolford's Joe. Oh, no, it could be Copland made a jump. Great corner from Copland. I think he has just sprung into that 3 spot. Very stylish corner, but it's Sweeney looking very strong. Jolly for 2, Copland and Wolford. They're your top 4, but look at Sweeney. He's definitely going to be one to watch in the semi-final, the quarter, then the semi. But Sweeney, Jolly, Copland, Wolford, what a great ride. It's going to be hectic, Peter, when we see these guys coming together in the preliminaries.
Yeah, that's correct. I'm sure also Sam O'Grady going over the gate there. So let's hope he can get some strong results at the tail end, keep his dreams alive as we move on to another rack of junior superclass men. Across the gate, we've got Josh Switek, Benjamin Hendricks, Tyler Smith. Sorry, I'm on the wrong one. My apologies. We've got Sam O'Grady, Harley Codd, Flynn Wilder Coombs, Jay Lander, Kit Williams, Thomas Tucker, and Lachlan Hines. Rightio, gates away, right around the 7 gate, I think it might have been. Tucker gets off to a cracking start. The 80 and the 2A, they go 2-3 at the moment, so Landers in the 2, the 2A, that is O'Grady in the 3, but it's all Tucker at the moment. Swings it around turn number 2. Got plenty of hoot in the tail at the moment there from Jay Lander. There's Tucker still your race leader into the final turn. Lander the 2, the 2A is in the 3. That is Samuel O'Grady, but getting the job done once again, that's Tom Tucker. And taking the 2, Lander over Grady, the 3. Alex, my eyes are playing up on me. I just saw it's actually the 24, Brock De Silva going over the gate, but I mixed up my 4 with an A. So that's why I got that mixed up there with Sam McGrady. My apologies for that. Hand you over to Alex for the next rack.
Thank you, Peter. So we're moving on to the 3rd gate of junior superclass men. We're going to have Josh Swiatek, Benjamin Hendricks, Tyler Smith, Jarrah Robert, Zach Stopper, and Jackson Elliott. So just one local rider in this one in the likes of Zach Stopper. He got a great start, but there's another 2 riders that are going to beat into that corner. It's the 97 and the 52, I think it was. That's the 97 of Swiatek, and I think it might have been Robert in there for number 2. Then we go back to Stopper. Oh, Stopper! Slicing and dicing. I think they might have just come together a little bit, lost a bit of speed, but Swiatek doing it very nicely. He's looking like he's going to be one to watch a little bit later on, looking very fast. And then we go back to Robert from the Maryborough Club, and then Stopper, always a very strong rider in his age class, doing very well there, taking the 3. But yeah, great to see such a spread of riders all over the country in that one there.
Yeah, that's right, Alex. Zach Stopper not having the best one there, just running a bit of trouble on the exit of turn number 2, but he'll be back. He's still up in your transfer positions, I'm sure, as we'll move on to another rack of junior superclass men. Across the gate, we've got Fletcher Young, Nathan Granatelli, Bart Steffen, Aidan Smith, Billy Schmidt and Kaylin Harris. Gate is away. The wide gates were left open in this one. Who's going to get the best of the start? Down to his first straight there, your 315 and Stefan. They go bar to bar. Stefan is over the berm, so the 315 machine is going to be a race leader at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, as he jumps his way into turn number 2 now. That is Nathan Granatelli. Ladies and gentlemen, bang your hands together for the 38 bike of Bart Stefan as he dusts himself off. The 48 is in that 2 spot at the moment. That's Smith. So at the moment, Granatelli, he is your race leader. Smith will grab the 2 going through there as well. We had Schmidt, Harris and Young. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, get your left and right and bang them together for Bart Stefan.
He's had a great race meet so far. Let's hope that his great results from Moto 1 and 2 are going to be enough to take him through to the quarter, because he has been looking strong today. Well done, Bart. We're moving along to the final gate of our junior superclass men. We have Tyler Julian, Noah Elton, Ian Orr, Jacob Moore, Matthew Winter, Tariq Kala and Callum Howarth. So some big names in this one. All right, I'm expecting a fast start from Callum Howarth on the outside, but he's got all sorts of riders to contend with, and he's going to get the whole shot, though. All goes in there for the 2. So it's the 139 and the 62 battling it out there for the 3 and 4. That's Julian and Kala. Tariq in there, but it's all going to be Howard. Look at him, too big, too strong, showing his home track supremacy and doing it nicely. Ian Orr in there for 2. Then it's the 62 of Tariq in there for the 3. But what a ride from Callum Howarth. He's stamping his authority on this race very nicely. And in there for 2, that was Ian Orr. And it was very close between Tariq and Julian in there for 3 and 4. So I'm sure we're going to see all 4 of those in our quarterfinals coming up.
Yeah, he's certainly looking quick out there, young Callum Howarth. As we move along now to our Superclass women, thanks to AusCycling. Across the gate, we've got Celeste Barr, Saya Sakakibara, Bella May, Desiree Barnes, Kiana Botfield, Isabella Schramm and Erin Lockwood. Gate is away, Sakakibara gets out nicely on the outside there, so too it's going to be Lockwood. Barnes will slot into that 2 spot though, so it's going to be Saya Sakakibara is your race leader at the moment. The 2 is Desiree Barnes in that Aussie jersey there, jumping their way into the 3 spot. That is Erin Lockwood as they head down through the 3rd straight now. That's all Saya Sakakibara in the DK colours. Barnes still in the 2. The 3 is Lockwood. The 4241 bike there of Bella May, but getting the job done once again. Saya Sakakibara followed by Barnes and Lockwood. How strong is Saya looking, Alex?
Yeah, she's looking very strong and very smooth out there, so certainly going to be a great final for her.
Certainly be tough to beat, that's for sure.
Yep. All right, we move on to our second gate of Superclass women. We've got Gemma Lee Thomas, Stella Begg, Georgia Potter, Talia Marsh, Sienna Powell, Ashley Gunn and Taylor Maurice. All right, pretty even start. Looks like Talia Marsh got a good start, but we've got Sienna Powell, little pocket rocket in there. She's going to get the whole shot. Talia Marsh will slot in there for 2. Looks like we've got the 512 of Gemma Lee Thomas in the blue jersey, sitting in there for 3, but she's got a wall of riders all over her back tyre, wanting a closer spot there, all trying to make that all-important final. But these 2 out in front, jumping and pumping their way to the victory. That's going to be Sienna Powell. She has looked very strong all day. Sienna Powell will take a nice win. It's going to be close for 2 with Talia Marsh, and then we go back to Gemma Lee Thomas taking a very close 3 there. Taylor Maurice, the Narang rider, she went across in 5. So let's see who our top 8 Superclass women are going to be. It's probably going to be a bit of an unknown for those minors.
Yeah, that's right, Alex, but certainly a couple of young guns taking your 1-2 spots in that one. Rightio, we move on to our Superclass men, thanks to Thriller. We've got Marcus Wigg, Aston Wibbich-Coles, Harry Phillips, Rory Southwell, Adam Carey, Connor West, Tyson Cobby and Kyle Hill. Rightio, gate is away. About a couple of riders go a bit off track there, but AWC, he had the best of the horsepower. He's going to lead us up through the pro cert now. It'll be Hill in that 2 spot. I can see Weston Carey going through there as well as they swinging around turn number 2 now, but it's all Aston Wibbich-Coles. He is your race leader at the moment, sponsored by Thriller, and so too is this class. They swing around, headed for home. It's Aston Wibbich-Coles. Hill in that 2 spot, but it's AWC. He's going to get this one, and the DK rider of Kyle Hill will grab you 2.
I'll tell you what, Aston Wibbich-Coles looking very strong. It's great to see. All right, moving on to our second gate of Superclass men, brought to you by Thriller. We have Jesse Asmus, Wade Turner, Matt Krzyzewskis, Joshua McDermott, Matthew Tidswell, Dane Van Laren, Austin McNair and Bodie Turner. So these riders fighting for their all-important points to transfer to semi-final. Let's see who gets it. It looks like a bit Krzyzewskis, I think. Krzyzewskis, then we go back to Turner, then Asmus. They're your top 3 as a wall of riders over Jesse's back wheel low as they all make it nice and cleanly over Pro Street, which is always nice to see. But it's Krzyzewskis, then back in there for 2, Turner, then Asmus, then we go back in there for 4 is going to be the 5-10. That is Matthew Tidswell. Tidswell chasing that 3 spot, but it's going to be Krzyzewskis, Turner, Asmus, Tidswell for your top 4. So yes, a very, very exciting semi-final coming up for our Superclass men, I am sure.
Yeah, once again, Matty Kay, the Ipswich West Moreton BMX Club rider, he's looking pretty strong out there in the Superclass men. As we move on now to another rack of Superclass men, thanks to Thriller. We've got Max Cairns, Dylan Bennett, Oliver Moran, Trent Asmus, Alex Cameron, Damon Hocking, Isaac Kennedy and Kai Afu. Gate goes down. Looks like Cairns might have got a cracking start there at the inside gate, but Kennedy swoops now. He's going to lead the charge as they head into the pro straight now. We got Cairns in that 2 spot, but it's Kennedy, Cairns, Moran in the 2. I think we might have lost an Asmus there. He didn't go down, but just washed off his momentum, got tangled up there. But swinging around, headed for home now. Looks like it's going to be all Kennedy down the line. The 2 is Cairns, the 3 Moran, the 4 looks to be Bennett's. Once again, Isaac Kennedy stamping his authority on this class, Alex.
Yes, he has been doing that for a long time now, even though he is only very young. Nice bit of styling up for TJ. He's a bit of a style king here at Nerang BMX. Got a bit of a reputation for his style.
I feel for you, Alex, when you're up here doing your thing and you know, watch your boy go around and he just gets tangled up in a bit of stuff on the track, and luckily he didn't go down. But
yes, I'm just glad that he's up and finishing, smiling. That's what we want to see. He gets another chance. He will be disappointed, but gets another chance to race in Elite Men on Monday.
Yeah, that's right. If you're watching at home, or if you are down here this evening, Elite Men and Junior Elite, Elite Women, Junior Elite will be running Monday. If you're watching at home also, that action will be brought to you live here from the Nerang BMX Club.
Yes, and the venue is looking beautiful, thanks to some very hard-working volunteers and committee members. A great way to finish the year of racing. Great to see so many people coming down to support our Superclass and our Junior Superclass riders. And so many people from interstate and Northern Queensland also.
Yeah, Alex, I touched earlier in the Moto about we might be having a visitor shortly. Typically there's a person that visits this time of year. The young kids like them coming around, that's for sure.
Really? Right. It must be a special time of year, is it? I've kind of lost track.
I believe it is. I believe it is. So we might see A big unit in the red suit, quite shortly.
Wow, very exciting. So watch out for that.
So keep your eyes out, kids.
Yeah, watch out for our special visitor. It is only how many days, Peter? 1 week actually today. 1 week today until the big day.
Yeah, 1 week away and only 6 days. 6 days to do, obviously, 6 days until the blokes go out and do their Christmas shopping. So,
oh, right. Well, how about... Oops.
What's these plans? Are you guys going to call finals? What's it? I don't know what Stu's plans are. Is he's just happy to just be MCing tonight, is he? These are the bosses. So I see.
One, two. Right, so down here at the finish line, we are in very esteemed company. We've got none other than our first ever freestyle Olympic gold medalist, Mr. Martin Logan. Welcome to Nerang BMX, and what do you make of the action so far?
Yeah, I'm stoked to be out here. We're getting some photos, done some signatures earlier, and tonight with the racing, it's really cool. It's been a good afternoon.
It certainly is weird to be calling a national championship a week out from Christmas, but that's the world we live in. So, firstly, we've got to talk about the elephant in the room. That's that big gold medal. I think you got that in your pocket somewhere. But can you just talk us through what happened? What was that whole experience? I know it's probably hard to talk in that, but what was that whole thing like for you from not going in 2020, going in 21, the Olympic Village? Like, how is it? It's pretty amazing to watch. I know I've got a very vivid recollection of you taking that gold. But talk us through what, from your perspective, what it was like, and let us all know what it was like for you.
Yeah. So obviously, my Olympic experience was a good one. Obviously, to come home with the gold medal is, very surreal. Even to this day, it's very surreal. But overall, like besides the gold medal, just the environment we were in over there, the whole vibe of the village and things like that. It was actually cool meeting all the other athletes and things. I think the year delay of Tokyo, sort of helped my preparation. Although I didn't know it at the time, it was a bit of uncertainty around it. We didn't know if there was going to be another qualifying event because our qualifying just went on pause. It didn't completely stop. So there was uncertainty whether there's going to be more qualifying events, but I just kept up the training throughout that year delay, and it obviously all worked out.
And just on that, the training schedule, how much of it was local? I mean, were you based overseas? What was happening? Obviously, COVID times and things like that. What did that look like for yourself?
No, so all my training was here on the Gold Coast. We built an indoor private facility over in Coomera at the time, which we called it the Hot Box. It's now taken down, but that was actually great. We had a place to ride, every day, whether it was good weather or bad weather, and it was actually a good training environment. We had a good crew, which just made that whole year a lot better. And I have a big skate park in my backyard, which a lot of you guys would know. So that obviously keeps it interesting and keeps it fun as well. So yeah.
So a gold medal in 2021 for the 2020 Olympics. What's next for the Logan Martin story? How's it going to play out over the next 2 to 3, 4 years?
So my plan is to keep going. I do enjoy what I'm doing. I enjoy riding competitions, and it'll be good to become a 2-time Olympian. So I'm definitely going for Paris. I'll do my best to back up my Tokyo performance. But yeah, the 2022 season is looking quite busy. There's quite a few events on. I'm hoping all the international borders and things open up. But yeah, I'm looking forward to a busy year next year. I've got a daughter on the way, so time's going to get busy anyway. But yeah, my BMX is still going strong, and I feel good on my bike. And yeah, I'll continue dragging this momentum into 2022.
Awesome. That's like I said, great to see not only the first Olympic gold medal for freestyle, but bringing that home to Australia. Well done. On behalf of everyone here, big thanks to Logan Martin. But before I go, one last question. You might not have seen maybe I don't know what the village was like, but who was the coolest cat you ran into at the Olympics? Like who was your favourite? Did anyone sort of make you a bit starstruck, a bit awestruck? Who was does anyone stand out?
I didn't really run into anyone that I wanted to, I guess. There was one person I wanted to get a photo with, and that was Simone Biles, the gymnastics chick. That's because my wife really wanted a photo. So unfortunately I didn't run into her, but that was probably the only one I essentially wanted to get a photo with.
Very cool. Like I said, thanks for turning out. Good luck with baby number 2. Round of applause, race fans. Logan Martin, Olympic gold medalist, BMX freestyle. We'll call over Natalia, also from representing Australia in the BMX freestyle. Get some thoughts on your Olympic experience. Firstly, welcome to Nerang. How have you found the racing?
It's insane. I could not hop on a race bike. Watching people fall and just seeing how fast they could go, it's not for me. It's definitely scary, but good on you.
And for yourself, the Olympics, I guess similar to a lot of athletes, just was it going to go ahead 2020, 2021, and now you've got to guess a short turnaround. Is 24 still very much on the radar?
Yeah, I would love to go to 24. In knee rehab at the moment now. I blew my ACL out 2 weeks before going to Tokyo. So just focusing on that for this next year, and then it's going to be tough to qualify for 24, but never say never, and I'm going to give it a good crack.
Just on the injury front, what does 2022, if I get all the twos there, what does that hold in store for yourself?
2022, just working hard on getting my knee nice and strong, hopefully do some coaching with some kids and get the next generation come through, and then just get ready to hop back on the bike at the end of next year.
So what does that rehab look like? You're not going to turn into a roadie or anything, are you?
No, not me, just a lot of gym work. I guess that's it, really. Just get it really strong.
What about competition in next year? Like you said, you've obviously got the injury you're going to nurse in the early part of the season, but is there like a calendar? Is there any particular event next year or anything that you're aiming for, or trying to make, I guess make a statement and keep that momentum going into 22 and then beyond?
So I'm pretty sure our national title's at the end of next year, so I'm going to aim for that. And also, I think we might be having a World Cup stop here at the Metricon. So hopefully that'll be my first couple of events back, and I can bounce back into the finals and make my statement then.
Perfect. Well, thanks for coming down, and enjoy what's going to be some cracking racing. We've got quarterfinals in the junior superclass, and then plenty of finals to come. So thanks for turning out and supporting BMX racing here at Nerang. Alrighty, it's a plethora is here this afternoon. Hopefully we got one that works, so I'll give that to Saya. Saya, welcome. We've seen you turn some hot laps already, but we're here to talk all things the O Show. So how was the Olympics for you? Obviously, we've heard from the other guys, but for yourself, didn't quite go to plan, but still good, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, like, my highlight, definitely when I think about my Olympic experience, is like the lead up into it. So, I live in south of Sydney, a little town called Helensburgh, and I left my family and I had to come up here to train on the Gold Coast, and I gotta say it's probably one of the best 5 months I've ever had. Like, obviously missing my parents and missing everyone back home, but you know, I was in the best optimal training environment ever. Like, I was staying with a beautiful BMX family over here, the Mitchells, and I had, you know, Wade and Eric just being so on it with training, supporting me, driving, everything like that. And then every training session I had these boys come out and pushing me every single time, which was Toby, Tristan and Callum. And it was just so good. And those are the 1%ers that really helped, you know, make me trust everything I've done when I lined up in Tokyo, and I could just enjoy it for the rest of, or whatever happened. And obviously it didn't go to plan, and you know, that's when I really loved all the love that I've received from the BMX community, especially everyone, like, you know, pre, during and after. It was just so incredible to get these beautiful messages from everyone, and help me, you know, lift my chin up, even though, like, I thought it was a huge failure for myself. But when I was able to inspire the little kids and show BMX, the BMX community, what Olympics is, you know, and at such a high level, and also the rest of Australia, how awesome BMX can be. So yeah, overall it was such an awesome experience, and I was just so honoured to wear that green and gold and just represent Australia and represent all of you here today.
Yeah, absolutely, and we certainly enjoyed watching it from home. Similar question, I guess, to what I posed to Ryan. The village and sorry, to Logan, I should say. The village and that atmosphere. Did you bump into anybody that you thought was that's pretty special, or were you a bit secluded because of COVID and whatnot?
I don't know what it was. Maybe I don't know what famous people look like. Or everyone had masks on, so I had no idea. But no, it was just incredible. Like, the Australian building, that community or that environment there was incredible. They had such an awesome setup with, like, the barista, and they had the screen, and everyone was just supporting each other when they had their rest days. It was just such, you know, just the vibe there was incredible. It just really felt like a team together, and it was so great to be part of that.
Were we able to get to any other events, or was it a bit off limits?
Actually, yeah, we weren't able to usually, but the day after was the BMX freestyle qualifying, so we were able to go to the venue, support Logan and Natalia, and see, you know, BMX freestyle at such a high level, which was incredible. And it was so hot that day. So we had to get on the plane straight away because we had to get out within 48 hours. So we really couldn't enjoy the full Olympic experience, but what I was able to experience was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, awesome. Well, look, we've just seen borders reopen this country event, but do you have any plans for 2022 and beyond? Obviously you're still young enough to go around to plenty more Olympics, but what's the plan, I guess, in the short to medium term?
Yeah, so on Tuesday I'll be heading onto the plane and heading off to France, and I'll be meeting up with my boyfriend there, and then basically just staying over into Europe in 2022 and doing the European season. Obviously the World Championships at the end of July is going to be the biggest one for me, and then doing some USA BMX as well, because I haven't been able to do a season over there, and it looks so much fun, and it's just an environment that I have no idea about. So I'm really excited to just immerse myself in the competition, because like we've done 3 races this year, so it's just, yeah, I feel a little bit anxious thinking about racing every single weekend, but you know, it's going to be really good for me.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for sharing that experience with us all here. On behalf of everyone, best of luck for later on this evening and again on Monday. Thanks so much. Big round of applause, race fans. Say it's the Kakibara. And we are very fortunate here. We've got a couple of past Olympians as well as the present ones. One of them you should know quite well, and that is Mr. Luke Medill from AusCycling. But one you might not have seen for a while, but he is a great Olympian, great BMXer. Make some noise for Kazi. You might even try and sneak a few words with Kazi. He's not showing the microphone. How's you live down the Goldie still, so pretty close
to home? Yeah, up at Almost, so sort of halfway between the Goldie and Brisbane. Run a small workshop there, but Luke gave us a shout out to come down for the weekend. It must be about 10 years since I've been here, and just see this place grow and the atmosphere the way it is now, it's awesome, but the track's lit, the trees are higher. But just racing itself is pretty awesome. Everyone seems to be pretty pumped up, and it's a pre-race for the weekend, from what I understand. But it's good to reminisce and see everyone out here,
Yeah, 100%. And for those that are fairly new to the sport and don't know what Google is, just give us a quick rundown on the kamikaze story. Obviously, 2008 Olympics. But what's the world look like since? I guess since that time for yourself. You said you're running a workshop. I know you're a Boilermaker by trade. Are you still in? What's the kamikaze story look like now?
Righto, so post-Olympics, all hype goes away, but you have to get back into real life, so I recreated my lifestyle and I made my type of work, which is building custom cars, my Olympics, so to speak. It's my passion, so I get into it. I make sure I turn over every stone, and I live, eat and breathe it, but basically step away from BMX to concentrate on real life, and I still look at the world from the outside in and watch all the pros and watch everyone's story and the highs and lows of what's going on. And actually, I do a little bit of fanboying myself today with a couple of the freestylers here and a couple of the BMXs that I've seen that were knee high when I left that are now at the Olympic level. It's kind of quite exciting.
Yeah, what do you make of the competition? Pretty full on evening. It's a short track, not too many pedals, but yeah, what do you make of it?
Well, you get pedals in where you can, but what I am seeing is not enough elbows. I need some people out here today to rough everyone up because there's too much single file stuff going on. I need to see some harder racing tonight.
There you go, pro man Ed. You've heard it from one great kamikaze. Round of applause, kamikaze from our Olympics in 2008. Yeah, plenty of thank you. Right, I think we are going to get some photos with our Olympians, so if we can have all our current and past Olympians, it is a special moment for the sport of BMX, not just from the race scene, but freestyle as well. Great to see the Olympians here. We thank them very much for their time of telling their experiences and their stories. Natalia, Logan, Saya, Gemma, we haven't heard from Luke yet, but I'm sure we'll catch up with Luke over the course of the weekend. But thanks very much for your time.
Really good, actually, the sound picked up well.
Spoke very well and obviously enjoyed the experience immensely, so thanks very much. We're going to get racing underway real soon. Race fans, don't go far, and we will get a couple of formalities out of the way with this photo. And Pete and Alex, if you guys are ready to roll, we can start announcing the riders as they come on the gates.
I just did see one rider go around the gate, Steve.
It is a special rider.
He is a special rider. Will he have special skills and will he display them? But
can he do some flick outs, you reckon?
I reckon the kids are going to put a bit of pressure on him, pressure him into putting on a big move. But I'm sure if kids head trackside, they might get some goodies from the old mate in the big red suit. Quite fit looking, Sander, this one.
Yeah, right. I'll have to make sure he throws some lollies my way when he comes past turn 2 here.
BMX Santa. I wonder how many BMX race meets have had a Santa, Peter? This is great. Look at him go.
I'm pretty sure he's not a cricket player, Steve. He's a Santa player, and his arm's not that great, that's for sure.
He knows how to ride a bike.
Yeah.
He looks comfortable out there.
He does. Maybe can he lay down a manual on that step up into the third straight?
Let's ask him. We'll ask him when he leaves this group. Yeah, I think this has to be a first, Peter. Have you ever seen a Santa at a BMX race meet on a bike?
No, I don't think I have.
Ho, to you too, Santa.
We got an official here getting in on the action, just picking up a lollipop. That's a good score.
Yeah, way to go.
And good to see she's just going to slip in the old skyrocket there and keep it for later.
All right, look at him go. What a great way to, a great prelude to our quarterfinal action coming at you very soon with our junior superclass men. Our very own BMX Santa.
He laid down a pretty good time too, Alex. I think he got around there in about 42, 43 seconds.
He
Not
looks
quick as
very,
the elite, but
he looks very comfortable. I was watching a little flick of the back tyre along the second straight. Not everyone can do that.
not capable on the bike, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Now, I reckon our Santa's got a bit of talent in the old bike riding department. Not sure who it is, but I reckon they could do a few knack-knacks, flick-outs.
What do you mean you're not sure who it is, Steve? That's Santa.
Huh? Yeah, well, of course it's Santa, but, you know, he ain't riding no reindeer, is he? I don't see any reindeer called Rift or whatever his bike is.
Good on you, Santa. I think we need a big round of applause for Santa, don't you, Peter? Yeah, let's hear it for Santa.
We need our riders in the staging as well while we're giving Santa a big round of applause. Give the riders a chance to get in the staging. So, make your way into staging. We are going to commence the next round real soon. We've had our 3 motos. We've had our chat to our Olympic heroes, our Olympic legends, and we are going to get into our next round of racing real soon. So, riders, to staging, please.
Yeah, that's right, Steve. We are now heading towards the pointy end of the evening. Moving off the quarterfinals with our junior super class men. How many kids scored a lolly then? Can we get a shout out? Kids that scored a lolly then? That actually turned out better than I thought, Alex. I thought I'd hear crickets then, but that wasn't too bad.
The kids must listen, Peter. It's the kids who listen. It's the BMX kids. They listen to us. They're normally riding, but they're listening to commentary today.
Did you get any out there, Pete? Did Santa have a good arm or not?
Santa's arm was pretty ordinary and mine was a bit short.
He could play for the Pongs, I reckon, at that rate.
For the Eels.
Well, yeah, we won't talk about people who back for the Eels, but yeah, it's going to be a good evening though. We've had Santa, we've had Olympians, we've had plenty of live action, and we are bringing more your way real soon. We'll get the riders staged, we'll get quarterfinals for our
to find themselves a spot to progress into a semi-final.
Yes, so top 20 trying to find a spot in that semi-final. Yeah, so I've got some great names, some big names in BMX represented in our junior superclass. The top qualifier for each of these quarters, so we've got Flynn Sweeney, Tommy Tucker and Cal Howarth as the first qualifiers for the first 3, and then Josh Jolly, so one of the younger riders. But Flynn, Tommy and Cal, they have been battling it out for as long as I can remember, currently in the 16 boys. All right, so junior superclass men, quarterfinal number 1 is Flynn Sweeney, Jay Lander, Lincoln Botfield, Zach Stopper, and great to see Bart Steffen in there. All right, out they go. So 4 to make it through, 1 to sit out. Stefan gets a great start from the outside, but it's going to be Sweeney. Sweeney gets the whole shot. Stefan goes in there for 2. Then we go back to the 80 of Lander. He's in the 3 at the moment. The 2 grey jerseys battling it out in 4 and 5. Only one of those guys is going to make it through, but it's all Sweeney at the moment. Let's hope he can keep it upright. So Sweeney, then back to Stopper, then Lander in the mix. Sorry, no, Stopper's the rider in there for the 4, sorry. So it's going to be Flynn, Sweeney, Bart, Stefan, Zach Stopper and Jay Lander for your top 4.
Yeah, very solid effort there from Flynn Sweeney, wasn't it, Alex? And great to see Bart Stefan transfer, as he did take an exit from the track earlier. So still good to see him in a transfer position.
Yeah, very good to see that. So great to see he'll be going through now to the semi-final.
Okay, we have your second quarter final, your junior superclass men up on the gate. We got Thomas Tucker, Jai Copeland, Tariq Carla, Aidan Smith and Jacob Moore. Gate is away. Looks like Tucker gets off to a cracking start. He lights up the first straight here at Narang Club. Tariq the freaky slots into that 2 spot. Your 5-1 and Copeland more slots into the 3 there. It'll be Copeland in the 4 at the moment. So more in that 3 position. They swing it around turn number 2 now. It is all Tom Tucker at the moment. He leads the charge down through this third straight away now, and in that 2 is Carla, the 3 still more, the 4 Copeland, they swing it around, headed for home. Transferring through will be Tom Tucker, followed by Carla, then we'll go Moore and Jai Copeland.
All right, moving on to our third quarterfinal for junior superclass men. We have Callum Howarth, Samuel O'Grady, Nathan Granatelli, Ian Orr and Jarrah Robert.
That's the, that's got the quality. That's proper.
So great start from Cal on the inside, but Ian Orr gets a great one too. He might be in there for the 2, but we've also got the 3-1-5 of Nathan Granatelli doing a great job. So it's Howarth, Granatelli, then we go back, Orr's back in 4, so that's O'Grady in there for 3, Orr for 4, so they're all over the place in that first straight with Jarrah Robert just outside the mix at the moment, but Callum Howarth looking nice along that third straight, so he's going to go in there for the 1, then we go Nathan Granatelli for 2, then we go back to O'Grady and Ian Orr rounding out your top 4. So great racing there from our third quarterfinal for junior superclass men.
Rightio, we move on to our last quarterfinal of our junior superclass men. We've got Joshua Jolly, Josh Swiatek, Lachlan Wolford, Kaylin Harris and Harley Codd. Rightio, gates away, final quarter-final then now, junior superclass men. It's a drag race to the first turn. Jolly through the inside there. So Jolly's going to pick up the whole shot. The 97 bike of Swiatek will be in that 2 position at the moment. Wolford finds himself in the 4. We'll pick up the 3rd place rider as they come back towards us. It might be Codd, but it's going to be Joshua Jolly. He is the rider in charge. Look at a run up the outside there by your 97 bike as there's Jolly styling it up at the moment. The 97 there, Swiatek charging home strongly. I'll leave it between the transponders for Swiatek and Jolly. Pretty sure it might have been Wolford get in there as well. Rightio, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a gate drop at 7 o'clock for your semi-finals. So take the opportunity to grab yourself something to eat, wash it down with a nice cold drink, and we will have semi-finals on the gate at 7. Gates away.
So it's going to be Kennedy, race leader, Turner's in there for 2. That looks like Moran in there for 3. Southwell and Bennett having a ding-dong battle for your horse club there. We've just locked Moran, so it's still going to be Kennedy.
Great start, but he's got a rider on his inside. That's the 80 and the 62 of colour in there as well. So it's the 80 of Jay Lander. Oh, riders coming off of plenty. It's just the 2 front runners left out there. Great to see the riders. Most of them seem to be picking themselves back up.
Gate snaps back. Rider out of the 2 gate got off to a cracker. That is a foo. But going with him there is Turner. Turner's going to lead the charge in through the Praise Threat. Aston Whippage Coles is in the 2. Then we got a foo in there for 3. A 4-4-1 bike getting loose and crazy as we lose one. But the 4-4-1 are hocking in the 4 at the moment. Down through the 3rd straight we come. It's Turner now. Here's your race leader. They're swinging around, headed for home. All Bodie Turner at the moment. AWC is in that 2 spot, but Turner will grab the win. Aston Whippage Coles will take it for 2. Rightio, Gate is away. About a couple of riders go a bit off track there, but AWC, he had the best of the horsepower. He's going to lead us up through the...
I just did see one rider go around the gate, Steve.
It is a special rider.
He is a special rider. Will he have special skills and will he display them? But
can he do some flick outs, you reckon?
I reckon the kids need to put a bit of pressure on him, pressure him into putting on a big move. But I'm sure if kids had trackside, they might get some goodies from the old mate in the big red suit. Quite fit.
Back it up and down. This one here, those two buttons there, plus and minus. Just back it down until you're comfortable with it. Just need some background noise.
That was pretty quick coming through too, so if it's a close finish, they came through pretty quick, that result.
Did they show their places or just their times?
Pretty sure, no, it said like show their places, pretty sure. I could be wrong, but...
Right, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have semi-finals on the gate for you very, very shortly. Make sure you get behind your riders.
Yeah, both age classes have some really top riders here today. It's going to be wonderful to see. The rubber certainly hits the road here in the semi-finals as we have two full gates of top riders in the junior superclass men and the superclass men. Top 4 from each semi-final will go through to the final.
You're going to call him down there.
Someone got a radio on there, so I guess see if those are working when they talk to it.
What do you want him to do? Do you want Steve?
Yeah, just get Steve to go test or something.
Gav, I need Steve to do a test. I need Steve to do a test, please.
Just to see if those speakers work. Cables, something got wrong with one of the cables.
Go again, Gav, go again. We need to see if those speakers are working at the end.
Testing. 2, yep, all good. All right, fans, it's my pleasure to introduce the semi-finalists for the class men. First time this event has been run at a BMX National Championship. As I clear across the gate, lane at number 1, 585 on the plate from the Narang Club on his home soil, Flynn Sweeney. Lane 2, from the hill into Woomba, white 38, makes some noise, race fans, Bart Stefan. The 51 machine slots into lane 3. That's followed by Jacob Moore from Centenary Plains. Next rider in lane 4 is the 1A played by Josh Jolly. And in lane 5, it is the 97 machine, Josh Switek. And lane 6, it is the 307 from the Asphalt Club just down the road. It is the showstopper, Mr. Zach Stopper. From Ipswich, West Morton. Oh, sorry, it's bike number 44, begging pardon, from Dingilly in the Northern Territory. Make some noise for Ian Orr. Rounding out the 8, 194 from Ipswich, Kaylin Harris. You're in the starters, and good luck, riders.
Out they go, top 4 to make it through to the final for our junior superclass men. A great start from the centre, that is Josh Jolly, but it's Bart Stefan. He had a crash earlier today, but he gets the whole shot in the junior superclass men. I think that's Sweeney who goes in there for 2. Josh Jolly just gets bumped a bit. He's loses his speed, but it's Stefan and Sweeney battling along third straight. We've got the rider in there for 3 is going to be Jacob Moore. It's a battle for 4 and 5. Look at the race, but Bart Stefan, Flynn Sweeney, Jacob Moore, and it's going to be really close. I think it looks like it might have been Josh Switek taking the 4, but it was very close between him and Stopper. What a great race.
What's the official call there, Alex? Next to the top 4.
Flynn Sweeney, Bart Stefan, Jacob Moore, and Josh Switek.
Right, guys, now how your fortunes can change. You saw 30 amateurs Stefan go down. He was in the main event of the junior superclass final. Up next in the gate, it is the second semi-final for your junior superclass men. As they appear across the gate from 1 to 8. Lane 1 on his home soil, makes some noise, race fans. Cal Howard, 62 on the plate, coming together lane 2. Tyreek Carr. Lane 3 with the W1 on the plate for T Squared. From Pine Rivers BMX, Tommy Tucker. In lane 4 from Tuggeranong, it is the 315 plated by Nathan Granatelli. Lane 5 is the 28 plated by Sam O'Grady. Lane 6 sees the 80 machine. That's been piloted by Jay Lander. Lane 7 is the 445 plated bike, and that is Joy Copeland. Rounding out the gate, out of lane 8, from the Ipswich Club, it's the 132 plated steed of Lachlan Wolford. Good luck, gentlemen, semi-finals underway.
Gates away, semi-final number 2, Junior Super Class men getting off to a cracker there. That's going to be Tucker. We've lost 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's your transfer positions, ladies and gentlemen. Tucker's your race leader. House in that 2 spot. I can see it's Wolford in the 4. We'll pick up your third place rider as they come back towards us. But bang your left and right together for our fallen riders, but it's all Tucker at the moment. Tucker and Howarth. Howarth puts Tucker under siege as they head into the final turn, but it's going to be Tucker. Here's your race leader. He'll pick up the win in this one. He'll transfer through. So too will Howarth. Wolford in there as well, and slotting in that 3 spot there. That was Jay Lander. So Thomas Tucker, Callum Howarth, Jay Lander and Lachlan Wolford. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our fallen riders.
As our fallen riders make their way off the track to announce the semi-finalists for the Super Class men as they appear from 1 to 8 across the gate. World number 7, the stage trial makes a noise. Isaac Kennedy from Narang BMX. 391 on the plate. Fills gate 2. That is from Ashmore. Kyle Hill. Lane 3. It is the 747 Clearfield. Former King Bodie Turner. 137 on the plate. Is out of lane 4. Makes a noise for Tyson Cobby. Lane 5 out of the Hinterland Club of the Sunny Coast. Calls Atherton home, but he's not down here for uni. Makes a noise. HP 101. Harry Phillips. 151 on the plate from Wanneroo, WA. It is going to be Philip Bennett. The 441 machine slots into lane 7. It is Damon Hocking. And out of lane 8, the 646, Dane Van Laren. Good luck, riders.
All right, out they go. Top 4 to make it through. Kyle Hill gets a great start, but I think it's Isaac Kennedy on the inside. He'll get the whole shot. So Isaac, Kyle, Bodie Turner, Harry Phillips. They're your top 4 at the moment as they head over Pro Straight, but Isaac Kennedy's looked strong all day. Can he hold on to it? So it's Isaac, Kyle, 1, 2, Bodie Turner, Turbo Turner in there for 3. Harry Phillips doing an excellent job in there for the number 4 spot as they spin their way toward time. Nice clear finish for our first semi for these guys. Isaac, Kyle, Bodie and Harry, great ride.
So there was a great ride. Well done to all those in transfer plates. It is our final semi-final. And that is, of course, semi-final number 2, Super Club. As they appear from 1 to 8, lane 43, repping the sponsors' colours. That is Thriller Racewear. Makes a noise for Aston Whippets Coles. 232 on the plate from Ipswich. Give it up for Matty Kane, back from Esmus. 462 in the chase. There's the big unit from Park Orchards in Victoria, Max Cairns. The 17 machine is the next one locked in the Max, and that is plate, lane 4, 17 on the plate from Manning Valley. It's Ollie Moran. 510 on the plate from the Cove in South Australia, Matt Tidswell. 369 is the next bike on the gate in lane 6. That belongs to Wade Turner. 226 slots into lane 7. That belongs to Kaya Fu.
Out there at lane 8. White number 33 for Chris Brothers Racing on his home soil, Jesse Asmus.
Gates away, semi-final number 2, thanks to Thriller. Superclass men, drag race down the first straight. You can throw a blanket over him, but it's going to be Aston Whippich-Carles. He's going to lead the charge. It looks like Cairns is in that 2. Kreveskis in the 3 at the moment. Moran may be shopping for that 4 as they swinging around turn number 2 now, but it's all with Aston Whippich-Carles. Here comes Cairns flying down the outside of the third straight there, but still Aston Whippich-Carles is your race leader. Cairns at 2. It is Kreveskis in your 3 spot there, but Aston Whippich-Carles, he gets the job done. That'll be Max Cairns. He'll grab the 2. Then we'll get you 3, 4 as they cross the stripe. I think that was Kreveskis and Tidswell.
Sorry, Gav, 7:35. 7:35.
Rightio, ladies and gentlemen, that was just the entree of what's to come. 7:35. We will have finals on the gate. 7:35. We will have finals on the gate. You need in? No,
it's just the music. It's not coming through there. I thought it was the vocals, but it's not. Yeah, I'll get it to work.
As they're in attendance, can you please make your way down to the finish line area? Well, folks, just while we've got a break in racing, we're going to hand out some certificate of appreciations to our officials. If anyone that knows Paul Connors, his favourite saying is the volunteer is the most valuable resource in our sport, and it takes a hell of a lot of volunteers to run a BMX race. Just look at the blue shirts and the finish line, and that's only a small portion of the volunteers needed. So without further ado, we are going to recognise our volunteers for their efforts over this weekend. Obviously, a mountain of work behind the scenes as well, and the engineering down there and scoring, staging, all the bits you don't see. We get the good stuff, calling all the racing and having a great time, but they're also having a good time with their stuff at the back and making sure that your riders have a great time out on track. So without further ado, our volunteers, first certificate goes to Carolyn Maurice. The next one is PC himself, Paul Connors. Up next, Tracy Vince. After Trace, we're looking for PJ Tommy. After PJ, can we have Chris Houghton? I reckon he'll have his head buried in the finish line cover somewhere. Next one is Michelle Smith. After Michelle, we'll bring up Dazza Stewart. After that, can we have Gavin Williamson? He might be head down in the video camera as well. Gav's our PCP for the weekend, so he's the head shebang, so to speak. I think he's busy looking at some results. Next one is Kevin Alberto. Some of these may not be here this evening, depending on their roster. Next one is Shani Orr. Apparently the next one, this bloke's a bit of a loudmouth. Good on the microphone, okay? That's yours truly, so thank you. Oh, we've got one. This one doesn't have to go too far. Lorna Reynolds. I hope the commentators aren't up there. There's another long way to travel. Alex Asmus. Yeah, we'll get that to Alex. Pete Seckold, also part of the commentary team. We'll get that certificate to Pete. Donna Fleming is up next. Well done. Next one is Stacey Williamson. After Stacey, we're looking for Rebecca Marone. After Rebecca, we have Samantha Copeland. Up next, Simone Tucker. I'm not sure Simone's here, Michael Tagan, he's coming up next, so Michael Tucker. Next one is Karen Smith. Karen's here somewhere. Also from the same family, Chris Smith. First instrumental in the Atherton Club up in Far North Queensland. Hard work is up there. Daniel Lander is the next one. Next one for a certificate, Trent Lupton. Next official is our team manager for the weekend, Craig Rankin. Wouldn't be a BMX event without this bloke here, Vernon Dries. Probably on camera, I would say. Next one for the certificate is Justine Christensen. Next one is Thea Dunkley. Next one is one of our riders, also officiates from Ipswich, Dave Jackson. Next one is Belinda Randall. From the Pine Rivers Club, Mr. Mark Vaughan. Also from the Pine Rivers Club and a competitor and an official this weekend, it's Paulie Drury. Next one is Marcus Williams. After Marcus, we have Amanda Vincent. Next one, Jackie Dobson. After Jackie, we have Jodie Davis. Marcus Williams is the next one. Next one is Claire Aligo. Next certificate goes to Bruce Crowe. After Bruce, we have Katrina Burke. Next up is our starting coordinator for the weekend, Kathy Rosa. We'll be swapping the official shirt for a race jersey tomorrow in Cruiser. The next one is Jason Easton for the NT. The next one's not here till tomorrow, part of the commentary team, Jack Davies. And he's here, but he put it on some PA equipment in his hands. Shane Davies, also part of the commentary team.
Thank you very much. I'm up on the tower.
Right on cue, good work, Jack. So once again, we thank our officials, we thank you all for turning out. Obviously, we can't run the events without the officials, and it's good to see them with a certificate of appreciation. We need all our officials that got their certificates to come down after for a photo very shortly. So we are going to make a couple of presentations. So we've got a consecutive attendance award. Now this is pretty amazing, and it goes to a rider who has been competing consecutively from 1986 to 2021. I think that deserves a special round of applause. Irene Marquis. 35 years of consecutive attendance at the National Championship, that's pretty special. A 10-year consecutive attendance award from 2011 to 2021. I reckon he might have been as a sprocket back in those early days. It's Sam O'Grady for 10 years consecutive attendance. We have got another 10-year attendance, but we haven't been able to locate this rider. But if Ethan Zahn is in the house, he's also got 10 years attendance from 2011 to 2021. But I don't think Ethan's here at the moment. We might try and do that over the course of the weekend. But congratulations, Ethan. Alrighty, big round of applause for our consecutive attendance. We will get racing underway shortly. We just need the officials to come down under the finishing arch for a photo. before you go back to your duties, if you could please, and we'll get racing underway not long after that. We require our finalists into staging. If all of our finalists can come up to staging, we've got 4 finals to get through. If we can have our finalists up to staging, please. All race fans, we are going to be getting into our finals very soon. soon. Before we do, just a heads up, we will be going into darkness on track while we do a rider introduction. So to make effect, or for the best effect of our special effects, we will be turning lights out on track. So please be mindful of that. If you are moving about, don't need to go anywhere. You've got the best seat in the house anyway. They probably get most today, but you will see darkness out on track as we introduce riders for our finals.
So it's all do junior, you do senior. I'm very happy. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Or the yellow originally, but then it's not. So I chose yellow.
race, and 2A on the plate, Taya Rufus. .53 on the plate from Ashmore, makes some noise for Charlie Guy. .31 on the plate from Pine Rivers, Violet Kurz-Morris. .61 on the plate from Cairns BMX, Alicia Nesbitt. .26 on the plate from Park Orchards, Mia Webster. .96 on the plate from Nullarbor, Lauren Winter. 155 on the plate from Townsville, Cross Smith. And from Caboolture, the 555 machine, Camille Jones, they are your finals, Superclass Junior Women.
All right, out they go. It's the final for your Superclass Junior Women. Look at the style on Taya Rufus. She gets a great start there. Taya Rufus, Charlotte Guy, Camille Jones, and the 31 of Violet Kurz-Morris in the mix as well. Looks like Alicia Nesbitt gets up there in the front end as well. She could be sitting in 4 at the moment, but take a look at Taya Rufus. She's got style for days as she heads along 3rd straight, doing it very nicely. The Maryborough rider, it's Taya Rufus in the 1 spot. In there for 2, that is Charlotte Guy. We go back to in there for 3. That looks like it's going to be Mia Webster, I believe. Great riding from our Superclass women. So it's Taya Rufus, Violet Kurz-Morris takes the 3. Great racing.
It's only the Superclass. Superclass gets an award for whole shot, men and women. Do we have to fill or are we filling? Looks like we are, they're not there. Oh.
So what a great race. Peter, I think it was probably both of our pick at the earlier in the day, or Taya Rufus to take that one. So she's done it.
They're going to do our Superclass women.
In order to their qualification at 88 on the plate, we spoke to him before in the break. One of our Olympians, Saya Sakakibara. Up next from Bean Lee, the 104 plated bike makes some noise. Desi Racer, Desiree Barnes. Next one down is bike 66 from Terrigal, Sienna Powell. Plenty of noise for the next rider, the local, the orangutan, Erin Lockwood. .63 on the plate from Clarence Valley, Talia Marsh. .241 on the plate from Frankston, Bella May. .134 on the plate from Ashmore, Bella Schramm. Rounding out the 8, the 303 plated bike from Nerang, Taylor Maurice. Good luck, ladies superclass women final coming your way real soon. We'll get lights on and racing.
Where's the loop on the line? Gate is away. Superclass women final. We've lost one already down that first straight, but look at Sakakibara. She lights up the first straight. Lockwood, she's slotted in that 2 spot at the moment. I think that might be Pal in the 3. We've got Shram in the 4. That is Marsh in the 5. Maurice in the 6 as they head their way down through to second straight. In and out of this second turn now. Still your race leader is Saya Sakakibara. Lockwood on the 741 is in that 2 spot. Now it's going to be Pal in the 3. They swing around, headed for home. Still Shram in that 4 spot, but down on the stripe we go. It is Saya Sakakibara. She'll grab the skinny digit with Erin Lockwood. She'll get the 2. Bella May it was for your 3. Isabella Shram for your 4. The whole shot award there obviously goes to Saya Sakakibara.
Yeah, big round of applause for Sienna Powell and Desiree Barnes. They've both been riding really well all day, and we hope to see them back again for some great racing on Monday.
Next up is going to be our junior superclass men. First time this event, local junior superclass men. First time, we'll all see the inaugural national champ for junior superclass men.
In order their qualification, well one from Pine Rivers, Tommy Tucker. From Nerang with the 2Q on the plate, Cal Howarth. From the Toowoomba Club, number 38 on the plate, Bart Stefan. 585 also from the Nerang BMX, Flynn Sweeney. The 80 plate is Jay Lander. 132 calls the Ipswich Club home, it's Lockie Wolford. From Centenary Plains, the 51 plated bike, Jacob Moore. Rounding out the 8, the 97 plated bike, Josh Swatek. Good luck, gentlemen. Junior Superclass final coming your way when we get lights.
Junior Superclass men, talent aplenty in this field, and it looks like Tommy Tucker, he's going to lead them, but Flynn Sweeney on the outside and Cal Howarth on the inside. It's Tucker, then we go to Sweeney, then Howarth, then the 97's in there. That's going to be the 97 of Josh Swiatek, but Sweeney takes a tight corner. It's Flynn Sweeney from the Narang BMX Club. Has Tommy got anything back? Callum Howarth is there. Here comes Josh Swiatek on the outside, but it's Sweeney. Flynn Sweeney takes the win. I think Cal Howarth takes the 2. Tommy Tucker will go across there for 3. I think that could have been Josh Swiatek, but what a move in the second corner from home track hero Flynn Sweeney takes out the Junior Superclass men.
I think Tommy might have been third. He jumped that, flat landed.
No, I called him the third. Oh, Sweeney, I thought he was coming off. He went so tight, I thought he'd come down.
Last final for the evening is the Superclass men. We've got 8 guys ready to be crowned the National Champion Superclass men. In their order of qualification, world number 7 from Narang for Stay Strong BMX, Isaac Kennedy. From Ashmore BMX, bike 391, Kyle Hill. Riding for DK Bikes. Plate 43, representing Thriller Racewear, our great sponsors for this event. Aston Whippage Coles from Pine Rivers. From Park Orchards BMX in Victoria with the chase colours 462, Max Cairns. $7.47 on the plate from Victoria, Bodie Turner. $2.32 on the plate from Ipswich, Matt Kaveskis. From the Cove in South Australia, $5.10 on the plate, Matt Tidswell. Rounding out the 8 from the Hinterland BMX Club on the Sunshine Coast, 101 on the plate, Harry Phillips. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Your Superclass men finalists will get live action as soon as we get lights back on. Good luck, gentlemen.
Superclass men final underway. Gate snaps back. Kennedy puts the wheel in front. Looks like Hill's going to go with him into the first turn. They swinging around. It's Kennedy, a race leader. Hill's in the 2. Cairns in the 3. AWC is in the 4 at the moment as they send it high in the sky through to Pro Set. They swing around turn 2. It's all Isaac Kennedy at the moment, but Hill in the DK colours. He is chasing hard down through to third straight. We've still got Cairns in the 3. The 4, that still looks like it's going to be Matty Kay, but getting the job done. It's going to be Isaac Kennedy. Hill will take the 2. It'll be Cairns for your 3. Matty Kay for your 4.
Ted just said from up there, what was your take on what was some impressive racing there?
I'm going to do some quality riders out there, and great to see some really good clean racing, and everyone getting over all those jumps and having a good race. I'm sure there's some who may have had higher goals to achieve, but some really, really good racing out there today.
There certainly is with the brutality of BMX. You saw Kentucky had that one in control, and then second corner. That's probably the move of the night from my money, but that's the way racing goes sometimes. And great competition. Desi Barnes also going down on the first straight. We don't see that happen too often. She is one tough customer. Big hit on there, right here, since it happened, and she hit the deck and just popped straight back up. That's been able in the elite cups on Monday. But that wraps up racing here this evening for Nerang BMX for day one of the 2021 BMX National Championships, brought to you by AusCycling and, of course, Major Events Gold Coast and our other partners. We thank you for your attendance this afternoon and this evening. Whatever you do on your homeward journey, please ensure you do it safely. We look forward to seeing you here tomorrow for cruisers and sprockets and mini-wheelers, and then championship up for all 20-inch classes on Monday. So take care. We'll see you again real soon.
Oh, well, good. Time to go up.